Hello, Shingwang Elementary School. It's me, Ryan from Canada. It's nice to see you guys again. And today I have a very special little video that I want to make with you guys. So today we're going to have Ryan's kitchen time. And we're actually going to make a very special Canadian dish. We're going to be making beaver tails today. And I'm going to show you guys in this video how to make this little Canadian dish. So first, I want to show you guys all the ingredients. So we have a pinch of sugar right here. Also 9 tablespoons of sugar. You also need a 1/4 cup of warm water to make beaver tails, along with a 1/2 cup of warm milk. You also need 2½ tablespoons of yeast, 1 egg, 25 milliliters of cooking oil or vegetable oil, and 1 tablespoon of salt. The last ingredient, and probably the most important one, is you need 2½ cups of flour. And this is a lot of flour, but it's very important to make beaver tails. So I will start off with the very first step. So to begin with, you're going to start by taking the 2½ tablespoons of yeast and putting it into your bowl, just like so. After this, you will take 1/4 of warm water and also pour it into the mixing bowl, just like so. And you can kind of get it all wet, get all the yeast wet. And the last thing is just put a little bit, 1 pinch of sugar into the bowl. So you kind of have to mix it around a little bit, and you will have to wait 10 to 15 minutes until it becomes very fluffy, and then you can start on the next step. So now we can see that the yeast has become very fluffy and bouncy. So when you see a lot of bubbles like this and it shakes like jelly, then you know it is ready to put in other ingredients. So you'll start by putting in 9 tablespoons of sugar. So you can pour it in just like so. And then you can start adding your salt as well. 1 tablespoon of salt. A 1/2 cup of warm milk. $25 milliliters of oil. And 1 egg. So after you put in all your ingredients, you can start whisking to make the dough. And this will take quite a while, but you will keep whisking until the dough becomes very hard. And now I will get one of our students to help me to put in the flour. So now the batter is very sticky and it's not liquid anymore. So this is what you'll use to make the beaver tail. And now you can see it's a little bit more solid and gooey. So my little helper here will continue to pour in the flour. And you have to keep mixing, otherwise it'll stick to the pan. It should start looking something like this. But after you start using your hands, I like to use my hands instead of this, so that you can feel the dough more better and you can start to make a ball. Oh. So now, right now, it's very, very sticky. So this is not good right now. So I need my little helper to keep adding some flour on top. Just keep adding flour, one tablespoon at a time. Yeah, everywhere. Because we have to make it very, very dry. And you know the dough will start becoming very better if it starts to get very hard and less sticky. This shape, this right here is a good texture for the dough. Once it's like this, you will have to cover it and wait 1 hour until it expands and grows 2 times. So you should get a clean bowl and cover it with oil, and then put your dough into there and put a cover on top of it. So after you wait for 1 or 2 hours, you should get something like this. So if you poke the dough and you can see there's a little bit of rebound that comes back up, you know the dough is ready. So now I'm going to, again, use my hands to massage the dough into a ball and use a little bit of flour to remove some of the stickiness. Make sure to prepare a mat for the dough. You can add a little bit of flour now. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit, pour it on. So the dough you shouldn't get any dough stuck to your hands. That's how you know it's okay. So once you get the dough to a good circular shape, then you can start to cut it into pieces. So I have this tool here, but you can also use a knife. And we're going to start by cutting the circle into halves and then those into more halves until we have 8 pieces. So once you get 8 of them, you can put a little bit of flour on each so that they're not too sticky. Just a little sprinkle on top. And then you want to make them into little oval or oblong shapes. So now you have to try and flatten them out to make a beaver tail shape.
What do we have to notice when we are making the beaver tail shape?
Make sure that it's very thin and that you flatten it all out so it's not very thick. So you should aim to make your beaver tails into shapes like these. See how they're very flat and they're kind of like an oval shape, like the little beaver. So after you make the shape, you can grab them and in your hot frying pan, you gently put them down and wait for it to fry. So you can see it sizzling right here. And once the bottom side is cooked, you will take tongs and flip them over to the other side. Okay. Once both sides are cooked, you can drain it on a plate with a paper towel. Like so. Okay. So here are beaver tails, the finished product. So you can see there are many, many different toppings. Banana, kiwi, lots of candy, chocolate. And you can experiment and do as different things as you like. This is the beaver right here. And so we call it beaver tail because it looks like the tail of the beaver. Hopefully it kind of looks similar, right? But now we're gonna have some students taste some of our beaver tails and see what they think. And cut! Hey guys, do you want to try some beaver tails? You can try one. It's a Canadian food. Yeah. How does it taste? Hey guys, do you want to try some beaver tails?
Yes.
Here, you can choose one. How does it taste?
Good.
Very good? Hey. Hey guys, you guys want to try some beaver tails? How does it taste?
It's so good.
Yeah. Oh, hey guys, do you want to try some beaver tails?
Yes.
You can choose one. Yeah, go for it, dude.
Delicious.
Hey Ian. Look, I made some beaver tails.
Yes.
Do you want to try one?
Yes.
It's made from a beaver's tail.
Oh.
Does it taste good?
Yes. It's so good.
Do you want to help me make some more after?
Oh. Okay.
Okay, let's go.